poem from Lewis Carroll. Now, I'm going to break it down. I think I'm going to say it to you first. And Humpty Dumpty will give a little description, or at least I'll tell you what he says. Well, Humpty Dumpty will help us here. Right, okay. Now, first of all, just coming to me now, I'm going to explain the first section, which you may all know, and if you do know it, you may speak it along with me. Please. And then we shall, Humpty Dumpty actually knows what this means, because Alice finds so. So, this is how it goes. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toads did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy with the borogroves, and the mome raths outgrabe. Now, at once. Do you remember that I said, 'twas brillig? Does anyone know what brillig is?
Brilliant!
No. Or o'clock in the afternoon. When it's time for tea, kettle's on the boil, brillig, that's the time. 'Twas brillig, it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And the slithy toves, can we have some slithy toves, please? These are the slithy toves. Now, slithy, what do you think slithy means? It's not a diphthong, not an A-O, A and of two vowels together, it's a something else, where it's two bits connected together. It's both slithy, and then it's a portmanteau, that's what they call it, a portmanteau, a word which is two bits together, both slimy and live. So these toves were slimy and live, as there is Humpty Dumpty and Alice are illustrating here. Okay, so now particular toves are small hairy badger-like creatures who have corkscrew noses. Did you get that? They've got corkscrew noses. Here they are with their corkscrew noses. And the poem says that they gyre and gimble. Now, gyring is gyrating. They gyrate upside down on their noses on the ground. And they gimble, which is like the action of gimlet, like the tool you have, which makes a hole. So they make little holes in the ground. The place where they gyred and gimbled was the wabe. Does anyone know what the wabe is? Goodness me, no. Nobody's read their Alice in Wonderland. Wabe. The wabe is the way before and the way behind the sundial. And we have a sundial here. So, here we have 'twas brillig, the kettle was about to boil, and the small hairy badger-like creatures, who are both slimy and live, were gyrating about on their corkscrew noses, making holes in the area away before and away behind the sundial. In the wabe, of course. Now, as all this was going on, some bunch of birds who had very big beaks and sort of tatty feathers, they were called borogroves, and they were all mimsy. You see, all mimsy with the borogroves. Humpty Dumpty explains that mimsy is kind of flustered and sort of anxious and sort of fluttering about the place like they didn't really know what was going on, and they were actually rather stupid birds, these borogroves. They were all mimsy, and the mome raths outgrabe. Humpty Dumpty, this is something he wasn't so sure about, what the mome raths were, but he thought that they were green pigs. Anyway, they were wailing, and here's the mome rath wailing here. So if we could just go through this again. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, just time for tea, when the lithe and slimy toves with corkscrew noses were spiralling upon their heads like breakdancers, gimleting holes in the area around the sundial, away before and away behind the wabe of the sundial. Now, as they were doing this was rather irking the borogrove birds. Now, these borogrove birds have huge great beaks and tatty feathers, and to be honest, they're probably rather stupid. And this was really setting off the mome raths, the green pigs, who were wailing all night. That's right. Now the next thing to happen is this. We have a father and son. in the region of the terrible Tulgey Wood, where in the Tulgey Wood live monsters fell and dangerous. And we shall see these monsters in a minute, so children and adults alike, hold on to gird your loins or whatever it is, that when you see the great fearsome one come, you steady yourself and hold yourself firm. For beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Frumious Bandersnatch. And here comes the Frumious Bandersnatch. Beware the Frumious Bandersnatch, my son. There he goes. Ooh. Got to really watch those Frumious Bandersnatches, especially around this time of night. Children, when it comes to getting dark, watch out for the Frumious Bandersnatch. They come in with the bats and fly about, and we'll watch those mandibles circling there. And then the father says to the son, and shun, and children, that means don't go near, shun the Jub bird. That terrible Jub bird hopping in the sky. So the father warns his child, his son, and I shall just repeat that in poetic form. Now you know what these creatures are. Here we are, father to son. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Frumious Bandersnatch. And here he comes, and shun the Jub bird. Here he comes, swooping down with his great beak and pterodactyl-like wings. Now I'm sure you all agree, it can't be that splendid to live in a land where these fell creatures live, running about wantonly in the Tulgey Wood. What do you think? Would you like to live in a land like that? No! You would? No! Well, I daren't say what will happen to people who went out into the Tulgey Wood after this time of night. We need a brave warrior. We need a hero. No, we need a grown-up man. He has to say goodbye to his father, because he's going to the Tulgey Wood. He took his vorpal blade in hand. This is vorpal blade, forged in the vorpal of Vorpal. The forge of Vulcan and Hephaestus was not enough to metal this steel. Long time the manxome foe he sought. He sought the manxome foe long time. Manxome the foe was that he long time sought. Till came he to the tum-tum tree. And he stood a while in thought. Particular kind of thought as well. And as in uffish thought he stood. And as in uffish thought he wandered around, the Jabberwocky, with eyes of flame, came whiffling through the hulgy wood, and burbled as it came. One and two and through and through. The vorpal blade went snicker, snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back. He comes back to the family home now. Is the father waiting for him? The joyous welcome. Here we go. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. Oh, frabjous day, Calloo, Calais! He chortled in his joy. What time is it?